Good morning traders, David here from Daily Forecast. It is the 19th of January and it is Thursday morning, and we're doing our forecast a bit earlier this morning, but let's get into it. We're looking at Brent oil, at crude, at euro and at Bitcoin. So on the daily chart, yesterday we mentioned we could find resistance up at this level, at the 8700 level, and you can see we've been just slightly beyond it and we have pulled back since. In fact, we've got a bit of a bearish candlestick formation. We mentioned that we are looking for a bit of a pullback yesterday before price rallies. Our view hasn't changed. We are still looking for 89.50 over coming days. That view becomes negated once we take out this support level. So we could be looking for, if I pull this fibs to the side here, we could be looking for a pullback from this low to this high, okay? And we could most likely be looking around 81.50 around there, okay? Anything beyond 81.50 or lower down, then this low could come under threat. So let's see what we get there today. But our view hasn't changed yet, in that we're still looking for 89.50 to be hit over coming days. That will only be negated if we take out this low here, the BF786. 4-hour chart, same swing pretty much. There you can see the nice, let me make this a little bigger. You can see the nice bearish candlestick formation that occurred yesterday. Okay, there was a very nice bearish candlestick formation yesterday. Price struggled at these highs. You can see there's a line over there, and look at how many hours price struggled, poked through it, and then came right back down and then fell quite aggressively after that. You'll see that we took that trade yesterday. We lost the trade the morning, and then there was another one later in the afternoon which we profited from. So again, we are looking for price to fall down. I can redraw that fibs here quickly. Let me remove these ones just for clarity purposes and put this one in here. This is the same swing on the daily chart that we just looked at, and now I can make it a bit bigger. So around 81.50 we were saying. Let's see if we get a fall down to 81.50. 79.80 would be the last area of support that I would be looking at. Anything beyond that, obviously this low as well, because this is the BF786 low. So this low has to hold. If it doesn't hold, then this low has to hold for our theory to maintain our theory. This low has to hold. If it doesn't, then we're looking at lower levels. So let's see if we do get a bit of a retracement here before we fall, because that will allow us to enter in on a short trade. On the 1 hour, you will see, let me scrunch this up quite a bit. We're still in that same AB swing on the 1 hour chart. There was the A low, there was the A high, and there was the B low. So price rallied all the way up, and you can see here we found, let me make this a bit bigger again. We found resistance there. That was the trade that we lost the previous day. I think it was around 35 pips. Yesterday we had another bearish candlestick formation, and you can see that price has fallen back since there, and then price rallied up, and because we're at this level of resistance on the daily, on the 4 hour, and we were at this level, and you can see price just poked out and came right back in. So we took a short entry on this one, and we can just go down to the 5-minute chart and identify that trade in a couple of minutes, but we've got housekeeping to do on this chart. So let's just do the housekeeping quickly. So this here, not the best, but it's a start. So this here becomes our new A, okay, because you can see that high was taken out on this time frame, and this here will then become our new B, okay. This will become our new B. I can remove these fibs here, and here we've got a new AB swing, a bullish AB swing in place on the 1 hour chart. Okay, so reversal has started on the 1 hour time frame. It's not on any of the other time frames, only on the 1 hour time frame. And we've got a 618 down at 81.50, because that will be the same swing that we had here on the 4 hour. This one here, that will be the very same swing. So on the 1 hour chart, we've got a 618 at 81.50 and a 786 at 79.80, and that lines up with us wanting to go long on this retracement over here. You see. So that's what we'll be looking for today. Because of yesterday's fall, because of this fall on the 4-hour chart, let me go back to that. Because of this fall on the 4-hour chart, if we do get a bit of a retracement, we can be looking for a short entry. Okay. That, I know that is counter to what we teach on the 1-hour chart, but if we're trading off the 4-hour, then we can be looking at that. Yesterday, let me just back up to the trade that we were in yesterday. Yesterday morning, we were in, there was the actual push up. Price came down, gave us another clear bearish candlestick formation. We were in at 86.64, around there. And then you can see price came up, rallied and took out these highs here. So we were stopped out with 40 pips, 64 to 04. 40 pips we were stopped out with. But then take note, during the day, as price rallied and found resistance up there, we got another entry point to go short, and that was over here. So price rallied up on the 5-minute chart, pulled back down and gave us another clear bearish candlestick formation, and we entered that trade going down, and we made 120 pips on that one. So we had two losses, one was 35, one was 40, and then yesterday we made 120 pips. So for now we're still in the money, and we are pretty much just under halfway to our target for the week. So let's see what develops for the day. Like I said, we're looking for a bit of a retracement and then a continuation of the fall, or if price just carries on falling down and gives us support at the 618 or the 786, we will also look for an entry on that one. Crude on the 4-hour chart, we're still in that same A high and B low, a bearish AB swing, and you can see here also price did find nice resistance while inside the A high. Okay, and it would have been the same case scenario here. We had a nice fall. We are also looking for a retracement from this area to that area there, and I'll draw that one in as well for those of you that trade crude. Let me do that quickly. Let's see if we do get a pullback from this last little rally over here, and see if we could find support down at 76.36 or 74.60. Okay, any support that we find there will mean that we could be going back up again. Okay, we could also test yesterday's highs before we fall down. Down to the 1-hour chart, you'll see that we've got some housekeeping to do here, because we're still in a bearish AB swing. There's our last A high, there's our last B low, and you can see price rated all the way up and took out the A high. Okay, so we've got to relabel this chart now. So this here becomes the new A low, and we've got the start of a reversal on this time frame, same like we had on Brent. Here's the B high, and you can see we've already got that B high in place. So if we draw fibs from the A low down up to the B high, okay, so you see we're at the 382 currently, and we've got a 618 down at 76.34 and a 786 at 74.61. We're looking for one of these levels to offer up support in order for us to maintain our bullish bias up on the 4-hour chart. Our bullish bias here, let me scrunch this up quickly. Our bullish bias here, where the BF786 gave us heads up that we're going to be taking out the A high. So we're looking for these levels to offer up support. This is the same swing that we have on the 1-hour chart. We're looking for these levels to offer up support so that we can maintain our bullish bias up to 83.32. If that obviously does not, let me move back to the 1-hour chart, and we fall down and we take out this A low, then we've got a resumption of downtrend. Okay, so yesterday we would have also had trade opportunities. For those of you that trade crude, yesterday morning there was a trade. Let me just move back to it quickly. Yeah, so yesterday morning there was the fall, there was the actual test, clear bearish candlestick formation and a fall, and then price turned around and rallied on up. So there would have been a loss on this trade. You guys would have entered at 81.31, and your stops would have been at 65.66. Okay, so that would have been 35-40 pips loss there as well. But then again, yesterday afternoon, and we go back to the 4-hour chart, because of this resistance level over here, if you went down to the 5-minute chart yesterday afternoon, then you guys would have also entered a short trade, because there was the rally up, price came down, tested, and gave us another clear bearish candlestick formation on the 5-minute chart, and there was another 120 pip fall. So you're in positive territory on crude oil for this week as well. So for today, let's see if we do get a bit of a pullback followed by a fall, or if price just falls right down to the 618 or the 786. On both those cases, we'll step down to a 5-minute chart and find an entry. Okay. Euro daily. Let's see what happened there yesterday. We are still making higher highs and higher lows on the Euro daily, which is the definition of an uptrend. You can see on this time frame we're still waiting for a B high to form. You can see prices largely gone sideways over the last few days, but there's a new high that formed again yesterday. Okay, and because we got a new high that formed, we need 2 candles to the right. So we're going to leave this question mark there because we still don't have a B high. We remain bullish on this pair until this low here at 481 gets violated. Okay. So we're still bullish. We only start a reversal pattern once we take out this low here. Then the 4-hour chart. Let's see what happened on the 4-hour chart. There's our current A low. There's our current B high. We said we had a 5-0 bounce. We had a B failure here. These are all on the previous day's analysis. You guys can go and look at all of them. And then we said because of B failure, price is most likely going to hit the 618, and you can see price hit it nice and clearly, and then rallied up and gave us failure again. So this hints that we're most likely going to be heading down to 744. Let's see if that happens today, 744 in this session or not, or if price does carry on up. We've got exhaustion. The bulls are finding it very hard to break 866, 870 on a sustained basis. Well, 887 seems to be the high here, but the rally is never sustained. You can see price comes back into the range every time. We start a reversal on this time frame if we take out the 711 area. Then we've got a reversal. On the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart slightly different to the 4-hour chart. There's our A low and here's our B high. Again, 618 reverse, 618 bounce, B failure 786, B failure 786, but it didn't take us down to the 786. A B failure with a prior 618 bounce leads us to believe that we're heading down to the 786. We came slightly shy of that, and then we got another reversal. So let's see if price does hit 760 today, and if it goes down lower down to 730, then we start a reversal on this time frame. Okay, we might even get a bit of a test of yesterday's fall. Okay, bit of a test up to a slightly higher level and then a fall down. If we do rally and take out this high on a sustained basis, then this becomes our new level of support and this becomes our new A low. Okay, so look for an opportunity if price does rally up today and fall short. Okay, that will be a trading opportunity. Or if price falls down to the 786 and offers up support. Yesterday, there should have been a trade opportunity over here at 1400 hours. Let's go and have a look at that. Let's see if there was anything yesterday. There might have been. No, there wasn't. There wasn't because there was nothing clear. There was a nice rally. And then you can see price pulled back, but at no point here did it give us anything clear. Okay. Here was a fall over here. Here was a fall, but you can see it didn't pull back deep enough to actually enter. And then it never ever returned. So let's see what Euro offers up today in terms of, do we get a bit of a test and then a fall, or does prices fall and find support at these levels? If they do, step down to the 5-minute chart and look for a test of that level, followed by another clear candlestick formation in the direction that you are trading. But okay, and lastly, Bitcoin. You can see that there's our last A, there's our last B. This is the daily chart. And we said yesterday that we've got indecision candle over here, prices finding resistance at this A high, and we said we can't judge yesterday's candle because it was still under construction, but you can see how it closed bearish. So this is a nice evening star candlestick formation, leading us to believe that if this holds, the price could most likely be heading down to lower levels towards 17,700, 17,500, around there over coming days as such. So yeah, very, very nice and clear bearish candlestick formation. Let's see if we get a test of that, and over the ensuing days if price does fall down to lower levels on Bitcoin. So that's it, guys. That's the forecast for the day. I know it's early and it's a bit quick, but I will in the future be looking at lower levels on the Bitcoin as well. I must still do my analysis on that, and then I can present that to you. I did say I was going to do it already, but I'll probably do it next week sometime. So subscribe to the channel. We do forecast every single day. Let's see if we get entries on Brent again today, on Crude, and on Euro. There might be opportunities there. And hit the bell notification so that you get alerted when the forecasts are out every morning. We're sort of halfway to our target for the week. Let's see if we can pick up another 60 pips, 70 pips, and then that will be our target that would have been reached for this week as well. Enjoy the trading day. Chat soon. Bye bye.